Welcome to the Control System Lecture Series. I'm Professor Kuldeep Sahai. In this fourth lecture, today I will discuss the signal flow graph. What is signal flow graph? Basically, a signal flow graph is a graphical representation of input-output relationship between the variables of a set of linear algebraic equations. So the signal flow graph is meant for linear algebraic equation system. So a linear system can be represented that is yj will be summation of a kj into yk where k is 1 to n and j equal to 1 to n, where akj is a gain between the kth and jth node, between kth and jth node, where yj is a output we can say and yk is the input, and between in these two nodes the gain is akj, and this k can be up to the n or in the form of cause and effect relationships. So here you can see that jth effect equal to summation of k equal to 1 to n gain from k to j into kth cause, or simply the output will be summation of gain into input. And this equation can be represented in the Laplace transform equation. So in Laplace transform you can write it yjs equal to summation of gkj s yks, where k equal to 1 to n and j equal to 1 to n. So this is integral differential equation. Now basic elements of signal flow graph. So first element is node. So here in the signal flow graph, node represents the variable. Nodes are junction point represents the variables, while the branches can be defined as the nodes that are connected by a line segments called branches according to the cause and effect equation. So you have to follow while drawing the signal flow graph the expression of that system, means linear algebraic equation. And signal transmission, a signal in the signal flow graph can transmit only in the direction of arrow. So a linear system represented by a simple algebraic equation y2 equal to a12 y1, where a12 is the gain between the node 1 and node 2, where y2 is a output and y1 is a input variable. y2 is a output variable, y1 is a input variable. In this figure you can see this is the input node and this is the output node. So here the gain between these two nodes is a12, so you can write it as a y2 equal to a12 into y1, or y1 equal to y2 upon a12. So this is node, this is also a node, and the link between these two nodes is branch. So this is a branch, and signal flow in this in the direction of arrow. So only the signal can flow in this direction, not this direction. Now basic properties of signal flow graph. So as we have discussed that signal flow graph is meant for linear algebraic equations. So SFG applies only to the linear system. This is first property. Second property is equation must be algebraic equation in the form of the cause and effect. Here third property of SFG is the nodes are used to represent variables, and normally from left to right or from the input to output, and that follows the cause and effect relationship. So next property, that signal can travel in the direction of arrow that you have seen in the diagram. Now here you can say if branch directing from node K to I. So means dependence of Y1 upon K1 but not reverse. Means this is the effect, this is the cause. So this effect is dependent upon the cause. And if a signal is traveling along a branch, then branch gain must also be multiplied to the signal. So here you will get a variable y1 equal to aki into y1. So this can be represented like this. This is a yi, this is yk, this has a gain of a k I. So this yi will be equal to aki multiplied by yk. This is represented like with the nodes. Node represents the variables. Node represents the variables. So this way you can draw. Now definition related to SFG. The first one is input node. What is input node? That has only outgoing branch. That has only outgoing branch. Only outgoing branch. Output node that has only incoming branches. And path, it is a collection of a continuous succession of the branches crossed in the same direction. So this definition is a general because it does not prevent any node being crossed more than once. So this is the path. So what is path? A collection of continuous succession of branches crossed in the same direction. Now forward path, the path that starts at an input node and ends at an output node, along with no node is traversed more than once. So in any signal flow graph, forward path may be more than one. In any signal flow graph, forward path may be more than one. Loop. So loop is a path that originates and terminates on the same node along which no other node is encountered more than once. So no node be crossed more than once, but it should start and terminate at the same node. Path gain, product of branch gain encounter in traversing or crossing a path is called a path gain. Now next term is forward path gain. It is a path gain of the forward path. Loop gain, it is a path gain of a loop, non-touching loop. Two parts of SFG are not touching if they don't share a common node. So these are the basic 9 definitions related to the SFG, signal flow graph. Now SFG algebra. So here in this diagram you can see this is the node. That node has a input y2 with the path gain of a21, y3 with the path gain of a31 means signal traveling from y3 to y1. This node is represented by variable y1, and y4 to y1 having a path gain of a41, y5 to y1 having a path gain of y1 to y5. It is a outgoing branch, so this has a path gain of a12, and this is the variable y6 traveling to the y1 with the path gain of a61. Similarly, this has the variable y7 traveling to the y1 node with the path gain of a71. So here you can see, as per this, a node is equal to the sum of all signal entering the node. So here signal 2 is entering, 3 is entering, 4 is also entering, 5th is outgoing, 6 is entering, 7 is in. So here this variable y1 will be represented by a21 y2, a31 y3, a41 y4, a61 y6, a71 y7. So this is the first SFG algebra rule. Now second one is the value of variable represented by node is transmitted through all branches. Here only one branch is transmitting the signal. So y5 will be equal to a15 into y1. Now third rule for a parallel branches. Here there are three parallel branches connected to the node between the node y1 and y2. This node represents the variable. So having a path gain of a, B and C. So these parallel branches can be represented by simply a branch having a path gain of A plus B plus C. So this here output will be same as this. So here y2 will be equal to y1 into within bracket A plus B plus C. Similarly here you will get y2 equal to within bracket A plus B plus C multiplied by y1. So you can simplify parallel branch to a single branch having the path gain of sum of all these three branch gains. Now next rule is, if there are series connection of branches having the path gain of, here you can see the path gain between node y1 and y2, signal is traveling from y1 to y2. This has a path gain of a12 between y2 and y3, a23, and between y4 and y3 the path gain is a3, 4. So signal can travel in the direction of arrow, and y1 depends upon y2 depends upon y1, y3 depends upon y2, y4 depends upon y3. So in place of number of branches, we can write having a branch with its path gain a12, product with a23, product with a34. So this Cascade branches or unidirectional branches can be simply represented by a single branch with a gain equal to the product of all branch gains. Now rule number 5, it is for a feedback loop. So here this signal is tapped and passed to this point. So this RS is positive. So this is a feedback loop, negative feedback system, control system we can say. So CS is output, RS is input, GS is a forward path gain, HS is feedback path gain. Having a polarity -1 means negative feedback system. So this can be represented like this. So in place of blocks we can simply write GS. Here in place of block HS we can write simply -HS. So these are the 5 basic rules. Now to solve this signal flow graph for the output, since it will not be so simple like this, so that SFG may have a number of forward path, number of feedback loops. So solving is easy with the help of the Mason's gain formula. He has given a formula such that the M or the M means transfer function, or that is the gain of the system, that is y output upon y input. So this is the output upon input in the Laplace transform, definitely. So here this will be the sum of mk product with the delta k upon delta, where k equal to 1 to n, where k equal to 1 to n. So these k equal to 1 to n means number of forward path, and if this k equal to 1 means uh, path number 1 up to the, if n equal to 2, so this system will have a 2 forward path. So here you can see y in is input node variable, y out is the output node variable, m is the gain between the uh, y in and y out, where capital N is a total number of forward path between the output node and input node, and mk is the gain of the kth forward path between y input and y output. So here delta has to be calculated like this. It is a 1 minus sum of gains of all individual loop gains. So we have to identify how many loops are in the signal flow graph. So sum of gains of all individual loops, summation of all individual loops. Then with plus sign, within brackets, sum of products of gains of all possible combination of two non-touching loops. So we have to identify, if say out of 3, if only two loops are non-touching, then the product of these two non-touching uh, loops gain. If it has a 4 loops, 3 non-touching, so all possible combination of 3 non-touching loops. And next, in sum of products of gains of all possible combination of 3 non-touching loops, similarly that, and this way we keep on doing, and finally we will get the delta. Here delta k is a delta for that part of SFC that is non-touching with the kth forward path. So if kth forward path is touching with the loop, then this delta k will become 1. So for touching loop, this delta k will become 1. So this way we will, Mason gain formula is used to get the gain between the output and input. So in the tutorial section or practice session, uh, problem will be discussed on the sensitivity, on the block diagram reduction and application of this Mason's gain formula to get the gain between the output and input. Thank you very much.